want to talk to you guys about this portable washing machine by Comfee. Now, they did send me this product for a review, but they wanted me to show you what it is and how it works. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. Now, you're going to get a manual for it, and you're going to get a few things. There's a little screw here, and you're going to get this adapter. Now, this here is for your water faucets. It's a quick connect. So if you have a faucet that will accept this part. Now, usually they're kind of the older style faucets or basic faucets. Now, I have all new fancy dancy faucets in my house, so none of my faucets would fit this. From my kitchen to my laundry room to my bathrooms, none of them will fit, so I can't use this, but you may be able to use it. You screw that on and there goes into this quick connect right here, and then this part goes to the water hose like this. Now, they do give you the water hose as well, so you get the quick connect and the water hose. I'll show you how I can hook it up, so if you have issues like I do with a different kind of faucet, you can still use this in potentially different ways. Okay, a couple things. This model here is the 0.9 cubic foot washer. Now, it has 5 wash cycles, a stainless steel drum down inside there, which is really nice, and has auto balance features. Measurements are about 18 by 17.7 inches by 31 inches tall. Again, you have this nice lid. It's a smoke color. You can see through it, so you can see what your washer is doing here. And then you have these different modes here. Now, there's, of course, power button, start button, there's spin, rinse, wash, and load size. And they have the preset program. So you've got a heavy, gentle, normal, rapid, or soak. And on the back part of the top here, you do have your hose connection, and this is for the water inlet. So you can plug one side in here of that hose and the other side to your water source, and I'll show you what I'm going to be doing with mine here in just a second. Now, down here at the bottom, you have your cord here to plug it in. You do have 2 wheels on the back, so you can tip this and move this very easily to where you want to, because it is a portable. There's also a little clean out little valve thing here too. We can open this up. I'll show you what that is. You can open this up, and it's got a little clean out valve, a little clean out area to it for lint and whatnot. And then here's your drain hose. Now, the drain hose here has this little loop to it, and you can adjust this too. You can slide this up and down, and this goes over a sink or into a drain hose or drain tube if you have one. Kind of like this. This shows you the different options there for draining. Now, this small washer is great for things like apartment complexes or RVs or someplace where you wouldn't have a washer and dryer. Now, this doesn't dry. This is just a clothes washer. Then you have to hang up or dry your clothes on your own. According to the instructions, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need a screwdriver, a level, and a pair of pliers. I have 2 different kinds here. That's for the water connection to make sure it's good and tight. Now, you don't want to over tight it, because this is just a thin metal and whatnot, and you can break it if you over tight it. You want to just hand tighten it down and then just a little bit more. Now, the level is to make sure that the machine is level. If it's not level, actually there is an adjustable foot at the front right hand side that you can adjust to make it level. Okay, this is how I set mine up. I had to use a garden hose coming in from the outside. Now, this is the same thread as a garden hose, which is nice. So again, you can use this while you're camping or any place that you might even have a garden hose. You can do it outside if you have power and a place to drain it. But I'm just going to hook this up to here, and the other part of the hose goes into here as well. So now this should be all good and tight. I haven't tested it to make sure it doesn't leak yet, but hopefully it'll be good and tight for that. And that'll supply water to this unit. I have to put the drain into the sink, which I'm going to do over there. It's just trying to drop it right in to the sink, just like that, if you can see that there. And then plug this in, and we're going to, it says to run it through a test cycle before we put clothes in or anything. Now, in the instructions, it does say that this is rated for the high efficiency powdered laundry detergent only, is what it says. Now, I've seen people use liquid detergent versus powder. We like to use liquid detergent or pods and stuff here. I have to check to see if it's high efficiency or not, or we're going to have to get the high efficiency powder, because that's what it says in the manual. You can probably use liquid, be fine, but I'm just going by what it tells me in the instructions. Okay, I turned on the water, and it doesn't look like it's leaking at all, so that's pretty nice. And this is the plug. It is a 3-prong plug, so I'm going to go find my little extension so I can plug this in. Okay, I have it plugged in now. Let's go ahead and turn this on. And right now you can see we have, it's a 63 minutes time. The program, that's a heavy one. If I hit the program, let's see. Gentle, 34, normal, rapid, soak, load size, 1, 2, 3, 3 different load size, wash cycle, You can change your minutes to that. Rinse. There's 3 different cycles for that. Spin. And it looks like 9 cycles for that. And you hit start. Okay, since I got this and this is the first time using it, they say in the instructions to do a rinse and spin cycle to test it. Now, they said to load it with about 3.5 pounds of clothing and stuff, and I have 2 large towels. So I'm going to put those 2 large towels in there, and that pretty much fills up that bin. We're going to do that, and then it wants me to do a rinse and spin cycle. So a normal there, a rinse will be, I think, 3, and spin, I guess, is 5. It's already on there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this now. There's no soap or anything in there. The detergent that I have is a liquid detergent, but it does say it's for the HE high efficiency one, so it should work fine on this. But let's go ahead and just put that, and I'm going to hit the start button, and we're going to watch it, and it'll determine. What I'm looking for is if it's off balance and that kind of stuff. So let's make sure there's water flowing through. I do feel it. I did see it jump through the hose. Still no leaking, which is good. There you go. Now you can see the water was coming out, but there's an emergency shutoff that if you lift it, it stops. So I'm gonna go ahead, put it back down, and get it going again. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this through, run the test, and then we'll see how it turned out. Okay, it's going through the drain cycle here. I did forget to tell you that you can only hook up cold water to this. So make sure it's the cold water side. If you have a faucet that has a mix, you want to make sure it's only cold for this unit. But that just drained out there. So it's kind of spinning and it's draining and spinning and draining. So far it looks like it's doing okay. We have a little bit of a wobble on there, but that's probably because of the big heavy towels. Okay, this thing is spinning really fast now, and it's doing well. The machine is shaking a little bit, but that's expected, but it's holding up really good. That thing is spinning fast. Okay, the cycle finished. Let's go ahead and take a look at what is going on here. Again, these were 2 big bath towels, and pretty good. It actually got most of the water out with the spin. It did really, really well. About that one. Now, I didn't put any soap in this for the test run because it said to just do a rinse and spin, but it looks like it did a really good job. So if you're looking for a really nice, small, compact washing machine for an apartment, an RV, or some small place like that, this might be the right one for you.